Hello, everyone. James Nussbaumer again on another episode of Everyday Miracles Moment. And this is a continuation of our series about the fear of the deep state and the other things that we fear too. Today, we're going to address. We're going to talk about why fears are keeping you from living your life dream, why fears are holding you back in life, why outer fears from an outside forces. And when I say outside forces, I mean within this world. I'm not talking about outer space. I'm talking about in this world. When I say outside forces, I'm talking about outside of your inner core, trying to manipulate you and scare you into leaving you fearful all of your life. Do you ever feel that way sometime, like you're just sometimes just backed into a corner? Hey, everyone, again, please bear with me here because I'm doing the technical deal on my own today. And while you're listening to me, please, if you enjoy my videos, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And while you might as well just do it right now. Click on the subscribe button here at YouTube and then hit the alert button too. And that way YouTube can notify you when I have a new video out. And I'm trying to get these out more consistently with all the things that are going on in today's world. But let's take it one day at a time when it comes to facing fear. Don't you agree? Yes, I mean, let's put emphasis. Let's have emphasis placed on today and quit attempting to try to like forecast the future. You know what might occur tomorrow. Let's don't look at that. My friend Eckhart Tolle always said, his famous book, The Power of Now, is just let's always worry about the now. So, well, yes, but we really don't need to fight our own fearful shadow like, say, slaying the dragon. But I do want to impress on you rather to approach your darkest shadows. Remember, a shadow is not real. Approach your shadows with the hands of your own gentle touch. Think about that for a minute. So, where am I going with this today? Well, one way or another, you will certainly need to encounter your own concerns and stresses and anxieties. And no matter how challenging things get around the world or in your personal life, with anything that's going on. As an author of an ever developing series on living life happily and the life that you want, feeling free to make your own choices, that's what I write about. We cannot let fear beat you down. We cannot let fear beat us down. We just can't. There were times that my fears got the best of me. You know, a lot of us, we get taking medications or maybe overdoing alcohol consumption. What comes into that or drug abuses and that just comes into play because we're trying to ease our fears and relax. That's what we want. We want freedom. We want that freedom from within. But with interference in your life, with all that goes on, all the time, ultimately you will have to let go of what holds you back. What I'm saying is that let's encounter your stress, your anxieties, and not fret over it, not worry over issues exactly how difficult they might be. It doesn't really matter. As you continue and you absorb what I'm going to say today to help you really get over that uh, fearing too many things in the world, I want to share a principle, excuse me, a spiritual metaphysical principle from the Course in Miracles that I'm so fond of because I find it excellent to my true free will in my heart that gives me wonderful, wonderful teachings. The Course in Miracles teaches the miracle does nothing. All it does is to undo, and thus it cancels out the interference to what has been done. It does not add, but merely takes away. Now, if you really understand that and look at that, you'll see that, the miracle is what it's trying to say. is that the miracle is not some kind of magic trick. It really doesn't do anything. Now, I'm going to repeat that. And by the way, I've noted those words down below at YouTube here in the description area. And you might have to click on show more because I've got other links down below too as well that I'd like you to take a look at in the description of this video. But I'm including this principle there because so many people are encouraged that I do that. The miracle does nothing, Course in Miracles says. All it does is to undo. And thus, it cancels out the interference to what has been done. It does not add, but merely takes away. So the miracle, if you know how to reduce or let go of all your fears of, say, the deep state, and you let them go with your own power, let those fears of a deep state controlling you, let those fears go out of your system. You have performed a miracle within yourself because it's in your power. That's what A Course in Miracles is trying to teach us. But this is not a video today, but I do have some webinars on A Course in Miracles. But that's not what this is about today. We want to get on top of handling your anxieties and phobias and be serious about the stress in your life, and certainly take some challenging effort on your own which is not difficult effort, to overcome these life challenges. So, I like to say, first of all, let me say, let's discover exactly how to manage your adverse ideas that might be tough to manage. Well, when experiencing an adverse concept, maybe you've looked it over, you've reviewed it, what's going on inside of you, some favorable things or affirmations you might do to try to make you feel better. That's good too. I always encourage affirmations. But also, what really makes you feel better? When I said approach the shadow with the gentle touch, approaching the shadow with harshness, and it only sets you back because it hurts you when you approach anything with harshness. And the shadow is not real anyway. So approach it with gentleness. Give it a little chuckle. Ha. I'm undoing you, and let it go. Well, a great deal of stress is really based upon undesirable suggestions, maybe from well-informed family and friends that try to tell you the way you should be operating your life. You know what I mean there, right? What I mean too, again, I want to add is let's don't tackle every one of your anxieties and at like tremendous warp speed. Let's don't do it that way. Like I said in the beginning, let's take it one day at a time. The finest choice you can make is to, I want to say, damage your fears or concerns right into a collection of smaller sized actions that you begin to take. Well, managing your concerns takes a little bit of strategy and technique on your own, but don't go too deeply on it. What I'm trying to say again is, what do you do to make your concerns vanish and end the worry? Do you do anything, or do you just hang on to them and let them drag you down more and more? Well, given that you just can't run away from fears and phobias to tackle all these things, these concerns directly, despite exactly how solid they might be, you think to you. But the secret trick, I'll say, is to be wise in exactly how you attempt to deal with these concerns. Trying to avoid your problems, of course, will certainly do nothing in eliminating your anxiousness and stressful situations, because avoiding your fears will just only make you more stressful in life. You agree with me, don't you? I'm sure you do. I can see many of you shaking your head right now that you do. Again, I say, but in a different way. Taking medications or abusing alcohol and other drugs and substance abuse is not the answer. But procrastinating on your fears is not suggested either, like I said. So, you know, what can we do to discover how to just begin facing fear that could be testing, I could say, testing, testing our nerves, I guess we could say, you know, how we can test them and just and handle them where we don't have to test them anymore. Well, when experiencing for me an adverse idea, I like to listen to some very pleasing music, perhaps the opera, maybe the classical music. Now that's what I like. Okay. But so you can be at one with me on this, what's best for you. But hey, how about that good old fashioned rock and roll? That helps me too. That classic rock and roll. But for me, I like to listen to piano music that's really soothing to me. And it's why I am so fond of I guess I'd have to say he's my favorite rocker. I'm giving it away now, and I hope he's listening to me. Billy Joel, who is my friend, and I just love Billy Joel's music. I like to say I know every word that he's ever published in all of his albums. But then on the other hand, the classical music from people past, the composers like Chopin and Bach, I enjoy that kind of music too. Just maybe sometimes lay on the couch and listening to some favorite music and just releasing all that's within you. I think you get what I'm saying. And what I'm trying to say is there's no reason to fear the deep state. Well, like I said, listening to music, because I want to give you some suggestions. Listening to music, suggestions about releasing the fears and anxieties. Excuse me again. Let me take a sip of my coffee. Yes, listening to music and reading, or just maybe a walk in the park, and so much more can do miracles over your worries. Remember, the miracle is not magic. The miracle is all about undoing or taking away that's really not there, like taking away the illusion of the shadow, taking away the illusion of a deep state, taking away the illusion of all that's got you bogged down in life. Don't you agree? Hey, everyone, please support my work. I hope you're thinking a lot about your own life. Please check out the links down below. I've got some blog articles there. And also, there's a link to my blog at my safe and secure website, right to the blog itself, where you can input a keyword of your concern. And over my thousands of articles that I've written personally at my safe and secure website, at my blog, you'll be able to access. There's a search area. All you got to do is say whatever word concerns you. Boom, up will pop up an article written by me. So I hope that you'll access that feature. But also down below, I've also included another article that will take you a link, I'm sorry, directly to an article that I had written a while ago that's been well received on facing fears. So I hope that you'll check that out too. And please be thinking a lot about your own life and all the beauty that is within you. Fear of the deep state, fear of whatever is bringing you down cannot penetrate your beauty that is within you. Reflect on that and extend it to the outer world as I'm trying to extend to you. Extend to everyone. Don't fear. We live in a great world right now, but fear tries to get the best of us. But we don't need that to happen. And by blaming others, we that doesn't help either. By telling other people how insane they are over believing this or that or whatever, that doesn't help either. because all that is an attack. It's a judgment, and it's an attack. Even if you think about someone that's in naughty words in your mind, but you don't say it to them, it's still an attack. And that just adds up, piles high, more stress and anxiety within you. I think I made sense today. And I think you hit home with me. I really do. Please join me. Please subscribe to me. And please send me your comments because I'd love to hear what you have to say. Until next time, God bless.